2-1. Oh, yeah! Brendan Hope, he gets a shutout in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And the Arizona Coyotes, for the first time in franchise history, are the Stanley Cup champions.
That's right, boys. We finally done it with the Arizona Coyotes. It took us 7 years as the GM of the franchise, but we brought the Coyotes to the top of the mountain. Officially the Stanley Cup champions. Officially the best team in the NHL. And you know what? I mean, the best regular season team and the playoff team. We won the President's Trophy. Like I said before, we unseated the Chicago Blackhawks and the LA Kings en route to winning the Stanley Cup in the final against the Toronto Maple Leafs in 6 games, right? So this was a fantastic year for the Arizona Coyotes. And it seems like all the trades that we made, you know, it worked out for us in the end, holding on to our veterans. And had we not won the Stanley Cup, yeah, it would have been a bad idea. But you know what? We won that one Stanley Cup now. No one can take that away from us. It was very worth it, all right? So let's simulate ahead here. Now, as it's simulating, we'll go through some fan art here. All right, well, hang on a second. Yeah. All right. So the first one, we have hope. Look at Anze Kopitar. So glad that he didn't get traded away. Look at the grin that he's got on his face. All right, we needed the alternate captain, Anze Kopitar, for sure. The next one team, one goal. Keith Yandel, Brendan Hope, Anze Kopitar, Nail Yakupov, and Corey Perry. Absolutely, the players that led us to that Stanley Cup. Very nice, very nice. We have hope. I got hope, baby. All right, Brendan Hope, he made everyone a believer. He may only be 86 overall, but we've seen it in the past, you know. He won the Conn Smythe. I showed you guys his stats in the last video. I've seen it in the past with a goalie like 85 overall, 86 overall. He can have amazing stats come the playoffs, right? You just need to have a team on front of him. And this time we had a team on front of him. He played great for us. And last but not least, was once our year, now is our dynasty. Ooh, I guess that's the next step. We won the Stanley Cup. We won the President's Trophy. I saw a lot of people in the comments section saying to do another team, you know, the Philadelphia Flyers, St. Louis Blues. Hold your horses. We won the Stanley Cup. I'm not going anywhere. Now it's time to be the best team in the NHL. We took 7 years trying to become the best team, all right? But it's one thing to get to the top of the mountain. It's another thing entirely to stay at the top of the mountain. So that's what I want to see. I want to see if we can come back and kind of repeat what we did, you know, not have an off year. I think we should automatically make the playoffs, right? But I want to come back and win the Stanley Cup again. So I want to see what we can do with this team. So retired players is going to be interesting. Do we have any retired players? No, it doesn't say Arizona Coyotes have lost anyone, so that's good. It's not like Keith Yandel is retired just yet. I could have seen him retiring on a Stanley Cup, but the guy's still fairly young. He could play top 4 minutes for us. But Anaheim lost Ryan Getzlaf. Ryan Kessler, they traded away Corey Perry, so that team is in shambles now. Krejci, Bergeron are gone from Boston. A lot of top players are now starting to retire. Last year, Chicago lost their 2 defensemen. Now they lost Hjalmarsson, so they got no defensive players. They got no blue line. Let's keep going here. Jeff Carter from LA. All right, so the LA Kings. Minnesota, they lost Ryan Suter and Zach Parise. All right, so a lot of the major contracts are starting to go away now. Shea Weber, all right, he's gone. Dan Girardi, he's gone. Oh, yeah, the NHL is completely changing now. Joe Pavelski, he's gone. Ryan Callahan, he's gone. All right, there you go. So a lot of people retiring in this. Harding, Brian Elliott, and Cam Ward all retired. So the good news is that we didn't have anybody retired, right? But the NHL is changing. It's starting to turn into the younger players now for sure. So here we are up at the draft, and this is going to be interesting. You know what? Actually, 1 second here. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose any of that, all right? So, we're up here at the draft. Now, this is going to be an interesting draft because we do have a top 10 pick. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets pick from this year, right? Team standings. When we traded away Google Vaz, Domi, and somebody else, I think it was. No, it was Domi? I forget. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so it's officially the 10th overall pick. I don't think I can drop to 11 unless, like, Florida or someone like that gets the top 2 pick or something like that. I don't know how it works in this game. I know when it's in like the top 8, you can get the or the top 8, you can get the first round pick or something like that, first overall pick. But I think because I'm in 10th position, I think it's going to be number 10. So we can look at the scouts and see pretty much who's going to be available. Now, scouting, let's do a few things here. Yeah. So in this video, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video because I want to get your comments. Go nuts in the comments section for the next video on how we should arrange our team, all right? I didn't see too many comments from the last video because it was all about the Stanley Cup win. But now it's back into rebuilding mode, all right? So I'm looking for what we should do. I'm not going to make any crazy trades, any crazy changes without you guys seeing our updated roster, all right? But that's the next step. So prospect game, player stats. Let's just see who's in the prospect game with a good overall, all right? So 69. I want somebody who's in the 70s. There you go. Zach Dawes, 71 left wing, two-way forward. All right, it's not bad. Ooh, Jeffrey Graham, sniper left wing, 73 overall. Tony Joseph, sniper, 76 overall. Ooh, Matt King, 74 defensive defenseman. All right. Yeah, there's a few 70 overall players. Bill Vicari, all right. I'm not going to remember all these names, but whatever. Just want to see if there's like any real studs. The mid-70. Oh, there you go. Luke McDonald, sniper, right wing. So there's a lot of snipers that are available this year, man. If I can maybe get lucky and pick one up at top 10. Tyson Tanaka, 74 overall playmaker. All right. So there's a few players there. Goaltenders, 64, 66, 63, 62. All right, so a few players there. I'm not going to remember it, but scouting report. Let's see. There's a few goaltenders that are going to go. So that's good news because I don't need a goaltender. I don't want to draft a goaltender unless I have like a stud that I'm getting in like the top 5. But we're not going to get that. So we can look at these 3 draft picks that the computers are going to get before me, right? So we don't have to worry about those guys. Not going to get him. Here's the snipers, right? There's the two-way forward. There's the sniper, Luke McDonald. He looks like the real good one. There's the power forward, Clint Eastwood. Oh my God, I got to get Clint Eastwood. Travis Little, another sniper, right wing, right. Tony Joseph, sniper. Now here's the guys I might be able to get. I might be able to get Jordan Byers, a power forward, right wing, or a defensive defenseman, Andy Carney, all right? Now, if I get 9 or 10, I'll be able to get those guys. But if I can move up to maybe 7 or 8, I might be able to get Tony Joseph, who's a sniper, and he's 20 years old, so he might be ready to go. Or I might be able to... No, I won't get a goaltender. There's no way I'll get a goaltender. So 5, Little, 6. If I can maybe move up to the top 6 position, top 5 maybe. All right, I want to keep this kind of realistic, though. And there's nobody that I really want to trade away. All right, so yeah, there's somebody. If I can get like a top 7 pick or better, I might be able to get something special. Now let's go to progress reports. Let's see if anyone got better during that playoff run here. Keith Yandel. All right, so Yandel, he's fighting his old age right now. He's been dropping like 85 and such, right? But let's see. Yeah, he's been going down. That's what it is. Yeah, some been going down, some been going up. Yeah, see how he's trying to fight his natural decrease because he's getting up there, 34 years old. That's about that age now. Unless you're a superstar, 34 years old is a little bit old. Ekman Larson, he's still growing. Tyson Barrie, all right, so at least we have those 2 guys in the future. Bo Horvat, Corey Perry, he's probably fighting his age. Zadorov, all right, all these guys. Damn, Pilon didn't grow at all. Yep, all right, very nice. AHL, Lucas Petrie, he went up. Lou Morris, he went up. All right, they're just back there in the minors now because the season's over, I suppose. Jesse Mills, did he go up or did he go down? Hopefully he went up. Let's see. Yeah, he went up. Good. So he went up in some athletic categories. All right, any goaltenders going up that I... No, Brendan Hope looks like he's capped off at 86. All right, that's fine. You want a Conn Smythe with an 86, so I'm fine with that. Now... Hang on. Last but not least, do we need to see contracts? No, we don't need to see contracts. I won't be drafting based on my team this year. All right, so that's that taken care of. So we're going to go into the draft, but before we do, let's just check out the awards here quickly. All right, so the Arizona Coyotes are your Stanley Cup champions. Very nice. President's Trophy as well in the exact same year. Even better, Arizona. Clarence S. Campbell, Arizona. All right, Prince of Wales, Toronto. Art Ross Trophy, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hart Memorial, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. James Norris, Eric Carlson. Lady Bing, Nuge. All right, so he took home some hardware. Calder Memorial, Lucas Petrie. So the last 2 years we've had Rookie of the Year. Brendan Hope the year before this. And Lucas Petrie, our sniper that we took in the year that Dan McKenzie was there. And actually... I want to show you guys Dan McKenzie. I actually want to take a look at Dan McKenzie, so I'll do that right after this. Conn Smythe, Brendan Hope, there it is. Vezina Trophy, Chase Marchand. William M. Jennings, Alex Nadal, Djokovic, whatever. Bill Masterton, Duncan Siemens. Frank J. Selke is owned. They should just change that to the Jonathan Daves Trophy. Ted Lindsay Award, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Maurice Richard, Jonathan Drouin. All right, so there you go. There's the awards. And last but not least, before we go into the draft, let's take a look at the first overall pick from a few years ago. The guy that I could have moved up for, technically could have moved up for, but I didn't want to do it. Let's see him here. Hang on. There he is. Holy shit, Dan McKenzie. 95 overall, 22 years old. He's probably got like a defensive awareness. Yeah, that's what it is. Because he's a two-way forward, look at his defensive awareness, 98. Holy shit. Offensive awareness is 88. What's he done in his year? 2 years in the NHL. First year, 28 points in 82 games played, but this year, 69 points. I mean, that would be a perfect player to have on our team, but what are you going to do, right? We won the Stanley Cup without him, but yeah, the Philadelphia Flyers can definitely build around that guy. That guy is the next Crosby, man. Holy crap, 95 at 22 years old. He's going to start winning that Selke trophy for sure. All right, so let's get into the draft. Here it is, NHL entry draft, year number 7. So there it is. We have the top 7 pick. I mean, top 10 pick. But I wouldn't mind going after either Dallas's pick, Anaheim's, or Pittsburgh, all right? Top 5, I mean, I don't think a team would do that. Unless I have somebody that I could really trade away. But there's no real prospects that I want to move right here. Like, Kopitar's not going anywhere. Barzal's not going anywhere. Horvat's not going anywhere. Dylan Strome. Why would I trade these guys? I could just come back with the exact same team next year. Brody. Let's see these guys. You know what? I could trade away Mitch Marner. I'm not going to use Marner because he's 24. He's a center. I've been talking about trading him before. Yeah, I'm not going to use Mitch Marner, so I could trade this guy because he's 24 years old, and that's the age where I like to move a player on if he's not cracked the team. So Mitch Marner I could trade away because I already have Brody, who I think is another playmaker center, yeah. And this guy's actually got a better face-off, and he's only 20 years old, so he's 4 years behind. So I can, that's perfect. Marner's already been replaced. I don't have to worry about that. All right, the left wingers, Pierlini, Clark. Clark's another guy I could trade away here. Richard, let's see if I'm going to use Clark at all. I drafted him second round, 32 overall, but he really hasn't grown out to be anything. I don't need another play. I don't need a depth playmaker, basically. Dylan Strome has taken that position, and then I have Pierlini and Horvat, who are still fairly young for a team that you want to, put together for a few years here, right? So Pierlini's 25, for God's sakes. Horvat's 26, and Dylan Strome is 24. You don't need to move that third line anywhere. And Blake Clark is not going to... He's not going to become a top 6 player. So you know what? Same thing as the other guy. 24 years old. Time to move him on. All right. Let them get the chance to play somewhere else. Richard, hold on to you guys. Hold on to you. Right wingers. Let's see. Any 24-year-olds? Korostelov. Yeah, you know what? Well, Korostelov, he's 79. Would he jump? Would he jump? He's doing pretty good in the AHL, though. Do I need a right winger of the future? You know what? I'll hold on to Korostelov because I have him for another 3 years. I could trade him. I want to see if he jumps this year. I want to see if he does jump up to like an 82 or something. Because if he does jump, then his trade value will go up anyway. So I'll hold on to Korostelov. All right, defenseman. Nope. Rupert. No point in trade. No. Rupert. What am I talking about? Rupert was the guy that I drafted last year. Yeah. I forgot about these guys. Defensive defenseman. Look at that defensive category and body checking category. He'll be ready to play in the NHL next year, maybe. DeVries as well. No, we're not going to trade away DeVries. He's a two-way defenseman that I drafted, and he looks like he's actually becoming something. And we're going to need to replace defensemen eventually, so I'm going to hold on to my D-men. Gordon. McEwen I can trade away. He's 25 years old. He's capped off at 78. So I can definitely trade away this guy as well. Yeah, we're going to unload a bunch of our rookies here. McEwen. There you go. Gordon. All right. All you guys. And then goaltenders. Hope. Langhammer. Now we'll hold on to all these guys. And Landry. Yeah, I'll just hold on to them anyways. All right, so there are the players that we are capable or willing to trade away. Marner, Clark, and McEwen. Now, Dallas. Let's see if they can accept this. Do they want these players, first of all? Do they want to give up their draft pick, Dallas? They do want to give up their draft pick. All right, and their cap, yeah, they can afford it. So Dallas could be something that works. Let's try Pittsburgh today. Pittsburgh does not want to give up their pick. All right, so Pittsburgh doesn't want to give up their pick. Let's see if there's a team in the top 5 that wants to give it up. All right, because if they want to give it up, then they want to give it up. I'm not going to argue with that. No, Minnie wants to draft. Keep going here. We'll find some teams. Detroit wants to draft. Dallas doesn't. So the 8th pick, I can move up for that. All right. Carolina wants to give up their 4th, but that's a top 5. I mean, that's a lot of trade value right there. But I'll remember that. Carolina. The 7th. All right, Anaheim 7th. That looks nice. Yeah, I like Anaheim's 7th overall pick. They want to give that up. 2nd, Vancouver wants to draft with it. So it looks like, and San Jose and Pittsburgh. All right, so they want to draft there. So it looks like Anaheim would be the best bet. They have the cap space. I don't even have to take players back. All right, and they get 3 younger players to help out their team. And that makes sense, I guess. I mean, they do want to give up their draft pick. You know what I'd have to do to make this go through, though? Realistically, I'd have to give it my 10th. So, like, we're just moving up 3 places, and they get 3 younger players. That would make sense for me. Now, let me see if Carolina trade would make sense like that. Let's see. The thing about that is that I'd have to get players back anyways. Let's see. Do they have a bunch of 1 years left? Yeah, they do. Lewis, Maiden. Yeah, Madden. There you go. All right. I could see that going through. The 4th overall pick, because you're not getting the stud. You're not getting one of the top 3s, and maybe their scouting doesn't believe in the 4th, 5th, and 6th guy. They're getting 3 younger players here, and they still have the first rounder that they would have had with the 4th. It's just been moved back. So they get 3 assets and the same pick, just six positions back. I don't know. I'm always talking about realistic trades. What do you guys think? You think that trade is realistic? I'm sure I'm going to hear it from you guys. All right, so you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it out. You know what I'll do? To make it more realistic, I'll add in a 3rd as well with it, all right? So, we're going to move up for Carolina's 4th overall pick. We're going to give him Mitch Marner, a 24-year-old, 4-star potential, 79 overall player. So, I mean, he could definitely be used in Carolina. Blake Clark, I mean, hopefully he grows for them, but this guy's a little bit of a dud. And McEwen, this guy, top 6 defenseman. He's already 78 overall, so he could be a top 6 defenseman, all right? But that's why I have to give up the 10th overall pick as well, and I'll throw in the 3rd to make it a little bit. And the only thing I'm getting back is the 4th overall pick, all right? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Marner, Clark, McEwen, the 10th and the 3rd for the 4th. Will it go through? Yes, it did. There's not too much to deliberate about on this deal. So we moved up to the 4th overall pick, boys. Once again, great asset management by the Arizona Coyotes GM mode. I mean, GM, we just won the Stanley Cup. Now we got a top 5 pick. Beauty. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't trade Gugovaz away for the, for the Columbus pick. So, there are, wow, they drafted the goalies already? Shit. So I got some players I can pick here. Yeah, I would have been able to get one of these guys. Power forward. Damn, the 7th overall pick, I would have been able to get, like, one of these. It's not bad. So I can get Clint Eastwood, who's a right-wing power forward. Travis Little, a sniper. I don't think I can... Yeah, I don't think I can pass up the snipers here. But which one? Yeah, I have to go after one of these snipers. That's replacing Corey Perry, the future, and what's his name? Sprong, you know what I mean? So I need to get a sniper back. Tony Joseph, who's already 20 years old. He's 5'11". He's a right wing. Now, Petrie's the right wing as well. I forget. Oh, they're both left-handed, so it doesn't matter. I have to get one of them. All right? Or I can get Clint Eastwood. No, I don't want a power forward. I want another sniper. Travis Little. Let's see this guy. This guy's mid-70s everywhere. The only thing I like about this guy is the guaranteed 4.5-star potential, right? So, Tony Joseph or Travis Little. Lucas Petrie and Tony Joseph. Lucas Petrie and Travis Little. I don't even know which one to get, boys. 5'9", 5'11". They both look like the same kind of player. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Travis Little. The reason is because Matthew Barzal played for the Seattle, whatever they're called, Seattle in the WHL. Maybe they've been coached by the same player, right? Travis Little, there it is. He's drafted. So we're going to have to take a look at Clint Eastwood and Tony Joseph, San Jose and Pittsburgh, because I want to see what kind of players they turned out to be. All right, so there you go. So let's get our 2nd rounder as well in here. There you go. Let's skip that. All right, so we'll draft our 2nd rounder here. Let's see, do we have any potential? We got these 2 guys. Bulakov is a 2-way forward left winger. That's not bad. I don't need any more defensemen. You know what? I'll get this guy. And not bad. A 2-way forward, 4-star potential player. Yeah, there you go. I'll get some European sensations in here. What is he from? Estonia? All right, and we traded away our 3rd rounder. We should have 2 4th rounders coming up still. All right, so 3rd round, yep, and then the 2 4ths. We'll just draft these guys. Maybe I'll find some grinders or some enforcers with these late picks. So look for there you go. We got a grinder. Howard Taylor, 6'3", 198, grinder from OHL. Hell yeah! I'll use these late picks to get some depth players, devoted depth players. Grinder, defensive defenseman. Should I just get that grinder? Yeah, I think I should just get that grinder. Another left wing, Stéphane Rivet. 6'1" grinder. Sure, I'll pick them up. All right, so we use the 4th line to get 2 grinders. There you go, and that should be our draft. All right, so let me know what you guys think about that that trade for the 4th overall pick. I mean, I think it was realistic. I gave him 3 assets. I gave him the 10th overall pick and a 3rd rounder. All right, and all they lost was 6 spots in the draft. But it's not like it was a top 3 pick. I know it's going to be a good player. All right, well, hopefully he's a good player, but you know what I mean. It's not like I traded up for Dan McKenzie with a first and a second round pick. Like I know we can all do. All right, hang on 1 second. I want to make sure I don't lose that. All right, so we're back here. Now let's take a look at, what was it, the San Jose Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins, right, for the power forward Clint Eastwood and the other Tony guy, Tony something. So San Jose, let's see if I made the right choice here. Rookie skaters. Let's see how good this power forward is. So Clint Eastwood is 19 years old, 69 overall. All right, he's definitely definitely a very good player. I could have picked him up at 5th overall. All right, this guy's got mid-70s. Yep, pretty good players, Clint Eastwood. All right, so hopefully my guy is 4.5 star. I'll feel very shitty about this pick. Pittsburgh, all right. Oh my God, Tony Joseph. Maybe I should have gone with Tony Joseph. He technically was higher up on the draft. He's 20 years old, but he's already 20 years old. That's why, I guess. Yeah, he's not 18 or 19 years old, so he's already had a year or two to get better. He's a sniper. Yeah, there's Tony Joseph, left-handed, all right? Now let's take a look at my player. Oh, please be 4.5 star. Please be 4.5 star. Please. Yes, all right, Travis Little. All right, so Tony Joseph is a little bit better overall, but Travis Little is already 19 years old, so he's got 1 year to get better. All right, but he's 69 overall, so it's not like Clint Eastwood was the better bet. And now we have 2 young snipers of the future in Lucas Petrie and Travis Little. All right, and there's your goal scoring in the future. So I've replaced Sprong with Perry, and then I've replaced Perry now with Travis Little of the future. All right, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. All right, so goaltenders here. Let's see. Let's get everyone signed. So Brendan Hope's got 1 year left at a good deal. Langhammer, you want a cheap deal or you want something? You know what? I'll wait for you because I don't know how much cap space I have this year. I might have to sign some. Corey Perry, I think, has got to get signed, right? So, yeah, we got to do this the right way here. All right, 1 year. There you go. My backup goalies in the AHL I really don't care about right now. Ekman Larson, all right, blah, 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 blah. All right, so Jesse Mills. Now here's going to be a good. We'll be able to tell. Will Jesse Mills grow at all? Ooh, it doesn't look like Jesse Mills is going to grow to a top 2, boys. If that has anything to do with it, the price. So I had a lot of draft picks that flopped this time around. Pilon, Jesse Mills. All right, but I mean we won the Stanley Cup, so that's the important thing. So what's the magical contract length right now? Let's see this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. 4 years for the main players. Yeah, 4 years. All right. Defenseman. So we'll get Jesse Mills signed for 4 years. There you go. 4 years. Very nice. That's 1.5. He deserves it. I'll give him some real money. There you go. Connor Murphy, I'll wait on you. Depth player. Keith Ollie, you're 2.5 star. I'll release you now. You could probably drop. Madden, this guy, depth player. I'll wait on you. Forbert, depth. Yeah, these guys are all depth. I want to wait on all of them. Right wingers. Corey Perry. All right, so he's only 4-star potential. He's 36 years old, but he's 88 overall. I got to give this guy a new contract. I have to. He wants 1 year at $8.2 million. I'll give him a 1 year deal. Yeah, that's fine by me. All right, he's somebody that if we're doing good with him and we're making the playoffs, we hold on to him. All right, and if we're not doing good, then we trade him at the trade deadline. So you don't sign him to more than a year. All right, so I'll go down to 1 year, $7 million for Corey Perry. All right, Buttercup, wait on you. Dale Weiss, wait on you. I got a lot of younger players coming up this year. I might want to play them. Wait on you. Travis Little. All right, I'll sign you. There you go. What a draft pick by Jim Superb Man there. Roussel. I want to sign Roussel. Roussel was a good grinder for us. Yep, Roussel. Yeah. He's back on the team for sure. There you go. 2.5 for 1 year for Roussel. All right, so there was that two-way forward, that left-wing two-way forward. He's 68 overall, 19 years old. Not bad. So he could actually play in the AHL first year. That is pretty good. Rive, Taylor. Hold off on these guys. I don't need to sign them just yet. Oh, wait, those are the grinders, right? Rive and Taylor. Yes. So I got 2 grinders that are 3.5 star. It's not bad. All right, Rive. Stefan Rive. Very nice. Centers, Barzell. Smith, he's 33 years old. Nah, I still want Zach Smith back. He's fine at 33. I can replace him if he starts to drop. But for he wants $3 million. All right, hang on. He wants a retirement package. Lewis, wait on you guys. Mark, yeah, I'll sign you. You're 70 overall. That's fine. You can be some depth for me. Yep, that works for me. All right, very good. So let's simulate ahead here. I should have enough cap space to get everyone on the team. It's next year that's the big year because we got Hope. And then I think, it's Kopitar. I think Kopitar's got two years left, I think. I don't even know. All right, so all these guys are back. Very nice. Yeah, he's got 2 years left. That's what it is. So it's not even next year. Corey Perry, Yandel. No, we're fine for contracts for a while still because these older players, they're going to want less and less every year. All right, so, yeah, we got everything that we need here. All right, so $10 million. Langhammer, I want to keep the crew together. Langhammer was a good backup for us. I want to keep him on the team. All right, we don't need to use free agency to go out and get a stud. We already have a Stanley Cup winning team. So Connor Murphy, you want real money. So you know what? I think it's time to cut Connor Murphy loose to the free agent market. Let him play somewhere else. Forbert, I think I can get you back though. Yeah, I'll get you back. There you go. Very nice. Depth player and Madden, I'll get you back as a depth player as well. You know what? No, I won't. You're not. Yeah, you're nothing special. I'll release this Madden guy. There you go. Very nice. So our defenseman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we also have DeVries, Rupert, Forbert. DeVries and Rupert. And Gordon could even jump as well. But yeah, we don't really need a defenseman because I'm waiting for these guys to come up. All right, so that's good. And then forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could use Zach Smith. I could use McMillan. Yeah, you know what? I can sign Zach Smith back. We're fine. 1 year at 2.75. Very nice. And then I'll get McMillan back as well for some depth. 1 year at... Yeah, he wants some money, but you know what? I'll pay him. There you go. We're going to have some injuries. McMillan's been here for a while. Jamie Lewis are going to release you. There you go. I think we're good to go. So, you can see the roster that we have. I think I want to come back with the exact same roster next year. Why not? Why break up the crew? You know, if we're able to win a Stanley Cup once, we should be able to do it again. And the way that our team is set up, you actually know what? I take that back. I was about to say our team might be better for next year, but our team could be worse for next year as well. I'm going to release Buttercup. I'm going to release Weiss. Should I release Weiss? Yeah, I'm going to release Weiss. I don't need a two-way forward like that. All right, there you go. And this guy, Grinder. You have a good stats. No, I'm going to release you as well. All right. So I want to free up. We have $7 million to work with. Defensemen, we're good. Centers, we're good. Left wingers, let me just count my forwards here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, Lou Morris is in there as well still. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we're actually pretty good for forwards and defensemen. And goaltenders, we have everything. I could use some depth, but yeah, I want to do the same thing that we did last year, where we kind of forced younger players into positions, because I mean I want them to get better, but I do want to come back. I'm just thinking about our depth, our fourth line. I think Roussel, Smith, and Lou Morris is good enough. I mean, I could make it a little bit better because the thing about Zach Smith is that 3-star potential. I don't know if he's going to drop. I think we should be okay. Let me see what kind of free agents are available here. Dubinsky's available. He wants $9 million for a year. He wants to retire with that. I'm not going to give him anything. Goaltenders. All right, Pavlik's in there. All right, Claxton. I'm not going to sign that guy. Whatever. All right. Defenseman Ristolainen. Nah, I'm not going to give anybody like that any money. I'll get this guy though because he wants a depth cut. Yeah, he wants a two-way deal. I'll give him that. There you go. That's cheap. That's cheap depth right there. Any more depth that I could pick up here? Michael Zip. Defensive defenseman doesn't have the greatest defensive stats. Now we're good. All right, and forwards. Should we bring anybody onto this team? No, I really don't see it. Maybe Sean Matthias as a center depth power forward, but you know what? No, Zach Smith is fine back there. No, I think we're good. I don't want to sign anybody. I don't want to break up our roster. Any good depth players? Here, Connor Honey? Nah, not really. No, I think we're good. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to sign anyone right now. Let's get to the preseason, and then we'll be able to see our roster, right? So we might actually have a little bit of a longer video today. Holy shit, 30 minutes. But this is what I mean. I want to get it set up for year number 8. So what we'll do is we'll skip here, and I'll just be able to show you our rosters for preseason, and then you guys can go nuts in the comments. So hang on 1 second. So here we are up here in the beginning of year number 8. So let's quickly just take a look at our team and see what we have available to us this year. We'll see if the roster is good enough to go into the NHL season with. All right, so Brendan Hope, 86 overall still. All right, 27 years old. He's not getting any better, but I have hope in Brendan Hope, all right? And actually, and before we do this, I actually want to just do my due diligence here and check out a goaltender. Because a few years, it was either last year or a few years ago. Remember the two Carolina goaltenders, Berman and that other guy that they drafted? And it was like they had 2 top 5 picks, and both were elite goaltenders, and we were thinking that we should trade for one of them. Well, Berman, there he is again, 24 years old, 87 overall. All right, but he's dropped to the 4.5 red star potential. See, the thing is, I'd rather go with hope. I'm not going to trade for somebody with that much trade value for nothing, you know what I mean? They got a lot of goaltenders there, but they're going with that Jake Smith guy, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, but nah. If we didn't win the Stanley Cup, we had another flop, I might make that trade, but we got to go with hope now, all right? We have to. And besides, his reflexes category, I think, is actually better than Berman. Berman had a few, let's see, I think Hope's got that 181 in there. That kind of lowers it, but Berman, an 84, an 80 he's got in there, 286. It's not bad. Never mind, I take it back. It's not bad, but you know what? I'm not going to shake it up. I gotta hold on to Brendan Hope, all right? So let's take a look. No crazy trade offers for Brendan Hope, but goaltenders, right? So we got Hope and Langhammer once again. We'll let those 2 guys go with it. Defenseman, all right, Tyson Barrie, Ekman Larson, Yandel. Let's see Yandel. Yandel has dropped to 3-star potential, boys, but there's no trading him. He gets to retire on this team, all right? I just need to use him in the right way on the lineup. If he's a top 6 defenseman, I'll play him in the top 6. But you got to look at the when players get older, there's certain categories that drop off, yes, but there's certain categories that stay there. Like his offensive awareness is still 91, his passing is still 88, right? So he still belongs on the power play and such, but we'll keep an eye on him. Zadorov, 84, all right, Pilon, 82. So it looks like Pilon is capped off at a top 6 defenseman. Damn it, man, that sucks. And Jesse Mills, 81, another top 6 defenseman, but he has grown a little bit, I suppose. Rupert, he's 80 overall. Not bad. He's not a bad defenseman, but you know the thing about Rupert is he's already got the red star potential, so it's not like we can ruin him. So I think a good year in the minors would serve him well. And then, because I got to go with the same roster. And then next year, DeVries, Joe Gattenby. Oh, who's this guy? No, not him. DeVries and Rupert. Yeah, these guys are going to be ready for next year for sure. This guy's already 81 overall. Yep. All right, so we're going to play them in the AHL still for sure. And then forwards, Lou Morris, you got to get your ass up here. Lou Morris is 81 overall now. All right, very nice. Get your ass up here. Korostelov is 79, so Korostelov is definitely trade bait, all right? Maybe not this year, but maybe in the draft because he's not getting any better. He's already 24 years old, and he's not getting better. McMillan, send you down. Roussel, Smith. Yeah, that should be it. All right, so let's go into the team here. And Kopitar, he's still got his 4-star. Petrie, let's take a look at Corey Perry. Corey Perry's dropped to 3.5-star, right? Yeah, and he's 86 overall. Yep, so our older players are definitely dropping off, but we're not trading them, all right? So I know I could trade them right now, but I got to come back with them. So best lines. So if I go best lines, it's saying to go with Corey Perry, Kopitar, and Nail Yakupov. What I think we should do is Barzal, Yakupov, and I think Petrie should get the time this year. I think I should put Petrie up on the first line and then go Corey Perry, Kopitar into Foley, just because we want Petrie and Barzal to be the future, right? So I want to play these guys together. I think it's time to let Petrie, Barzal, and Yakupov take over. And then you got Pierlini, Horvat, and Roussel. Horvat, 86 overall, 3rd-line center. That is a very good player right there. All right, Roussel down here, Dylan Strome, and then Lou Morris, Zach Smith, and Antoine Roussel. So the exact same lineup, all right? And defensively, yep, basically the exact same lineup. We're a little bit better in some categories, like Jesse Mills is a little bit better, but Keith Yandel and Corey Perry have both dropped off, right? So I want to have the year still. I got to see how the simulation goes, but let me know what you guys think. And then when it comes to the AHL lineup, it's got all of our main players going. And we got our main guys up here, Rupert and DeVries. They can take over. And next year, I mean, Rupert, DeVries, and Gordon could all be ready for next year, right? And that's perfect because we have a lot of older players that are soon going to be retiring. But Corey Perry is going to be replaced by the guy that we just drafted, all right? So, I mean, it's going to be a nice transition for us, but I want to hold on to the same players. So, I think, this video has definitely been long enough. Let me know everything and anything, line changes, trades, all right? Trades for draft picks, who knows? And the next video will get year 8 started where we try to repeat President's Trophy and a Stanley Cup.